Hey Aries, welcome to Light Guided. I cannot believe it's October already. I hope these messages find you well, and I am looking forward to your reading. So let's jump in. This is Lisa, and I'll be doing your energy reading for the month of October. This is a general reading. I do not focus on specific topics like love or career, but sometimes those energies do come through. Sometimes, for those of you that do watch me, you know that sometimes the energies of loved ones will also come through occasionally, and sometimes I will get very, very specific messages. However, for the most part, these are general messages meant for the collective, and if you're interested in a more personal reading or learning about Light Guided and other services we offer, please feel free to check us out in the link below. And otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. Give me just a moment to connect in with your energy, Aries, and to connect in with the energy around your reading, and to ground it as well. Beautiful. I'm getting the energy around growth. It's like the energy of having planted a seed and now like watching the result of that seed come forward. So the crowning energy for this reading, it's beautiful. Summer solstice, radiance. This feels to me like the inner light of your being. This is a lot about this awakening energy inside of you. I'm also drawn to the fact that it's a sun, it's very fiery, you're a fire sign. So there's a lot of waking up kind of energy within you right now. I'm seeing around you that in the coming month, there's going to be a lot of messages that come to you. These can be in the form of like concrete messages, like emails, phone calls, that kind of thing. These can also be messages from the other side. These can also be messages from your spirit guides or your intuition. But overall, there's this beautiful sense of awakening, this beautiful sense of connecting into parts of yourself that maybe you weren't aware of before. So new awarenesses coming in the month of October. Beautiful. All right. Let's take a look at the energy of the recent past. And actually I'm being called to a different deck. Energy of the recent past. Energy of the recent past. We have message in a bottle. Again, that energy of messages, information coming toward you. For some of you, this may again be a very concrete message, something you've been waiting for from a particular person, a job interview. This could be about relocation. It could be about relationship. It could also be about finances for some of you. And as I said before, messages from your spirit, your intuition. Yeah, again, there's this very much this energy of being on the lookout for these messages, really waiting. I'm also getting here, for those of you that are this is just for a small group of you, but for those of you that are waiting for some clarity, maybe you need more information to make a decision. What I'm being told here is you already have all the information that you need. Now it's time to sit and look inward, not outward, but inward, and really, really get a sense of, you know, if this is the right decision for you. That's the way it's coming up. That's the way the energy is showing up right now. Okay, so let's also take a look at current energies. So that's where you're emerging from. That's the energy you're emerging from. Let's take a look at the current energy for the month of October. Spirit has a plan. Koala Spirit. Oh, I love these. This is such a beautiful deck. And again, I'm being drawn to the fact that there's something you're waiting on, something that will bring you some clarity. There's also a beautiful energy here of just trusting the divine, trusting the plan. Even if you're not sure what the plan is, this is kind of a reminder to trust. All of your needs are being met. You have what you need right here and now. And try to take it easy and just recognize that the information that you're waiting on, the information, maybe it didn't come in the month of September and you're still waiting on that information. Really recognizing that everything is unfolding perfectly. And not to push anything, just to allow it to come to you. For some of you, you're coming into, I'm seeing you're being rewarded or gifted with something. This feels like a gift, like a family member is going to give you some kind of heirloom or some kind of gift as well. That's for just a few of you, obviously. Let's take a look at the subconscious level. What's happening at the subconscious level for you, Aries? We have the energy of flexibility. The energy of new beginnings. I'll go through each of these. And we have the energy of focus. So starting with the energy of flexibility, this is very much resonating around, Spirit has a plan, trusting the plan to unfold in your favor, being flexible with how things show up, and not worrying as much about if something isn't showing up exactly the way you think that it needs to show up, but rather being open and available to, if things are showing up and they look a little different than you expect, but it's still helping you go in the direction that you want to go, allow that, walk that path. This, again, there's this very strong message here for some of you. There's something very specific that's either coming into your life. You're waiting for something very specific. The tiger in this energy is representing that thing that you're waiting on. It's like you're waiting on this. I keep hearing it's like a gift, but it's something concrete. It's something you're going to receive that's going to allow you to move forward. It's going to allow you to make a decision. And what I'm getting is that the tiger, it's like the tiger wants you to follow. The tiger's saying, come with me. So there's an opportunity up the road that you're not seeing yet. And it may be because you're waiting on this clarity, but you're not seeing this opportunity yet. But it is going to present itself, and it's going to require a lot of trust as well as flexibility. You're going to have to follow this path that's less known to you. And as soon as you receive that information or that gift or whatever this is for you, that will allow you to make that decision. I feel like all the pieces will come together pretty quickly. This is a new beginning. For many of you, this could be, I'm hearing for some of you, this is the beginning of a new relationship. And this is about trusting the unfolding of a new relationship that you may not be seeing it yet, but Spirit has a plan for you in this relationship. There's something very important about this relationship that's going to be a gift in your life. It's a lesson. It's something important. For some of you, this relationship may lead to long-term commitment. There's something here about finances, but it's not related to a specific job or career change. I feel like there's some kind of inheritance, some kind of gift. It's like somebody's giving you a house or something like that. or a very, like a really expensive piece of jewelry or something in that realm. And in that, there's this new beginning. This new beginning as you have maybe more financial freedom, or as this gift comes into your life, it's going to help you sort of pivot and make a new pathway for yourself, whether that's in relationship or whether you're heading down that road on your own. And finally, we have this energy of focus. Give me just a moment here to focus in on this card a little bit. What I'm getting from this energy is there are a lot of things around you right now. There's a lot of different things that can be calling your attention right now, calling you into distraction. But the kind of focus that's needed here is very much like this leopard. When you are hungry and you just need to follow your instincts. You need to trust your instincts, your survival instincts. So there's something around that here for some of you, where you're trying to move down a path and follow this very clear instinct that you have to survive, to take care of yourself, and there's all these distractions around you. So this is an energy, a reminder to stay true to that path, stay true to that very intense focus. It's like I'm hearing be single-minded, be single-minded in this focus. Let's take a look at what's happening at the conscious level here for you, Aries. What's happening at the conscious level? These energies, by the way, may not be connected. If there's a new opportunity coming up for you, that may be different than this energy of focus. This is more about kind of the internal world is what I'm getting, your internal like how you're going to approach other things as this new information or new beginning starts for you. You're going to need this single-minded focus in order to get through it, in order to accomplish whatever you're setting out to accomplish. Let's take a look at the conscious level energy. We have the energy of pleasure. Beautiful image. Oh my gosh, I love it. We have the energy of inner peace. And one more spirit. Thank you. And we have the energy of embracing. This journey that you're on, this either decision that you're trying to make or this new opportunity coming into the fold for you, there's something about this that feels a little bit to you like too good to be true. And so you're hesitant about moving forward. And I feel like that's why there's this energy of focus here. If you find yourself hesitant to move forward, it's going to require you to be single-minded in your focus so that you can take the steps that you need to take to get through whatever fear or discomfort you have. Because what's waiting for you is a dream come true. What's waiting for you is everything you imagined. I am getting a very specific message for some of you. And there's sort of 3 levels to this message. For some of you, this is about stepping into the awakening energy and not, walking through the fear to step into this awakening energy. For some of you that are on that pathway, you recognize that as you step forward into this new energy, you may have a lot of changes that you have to go through in order to get there, and it may be holding you back. You might be faced with having to make some decisions about, maybe you were on one kind of path for a really long time. And as you begin to awaken, you're recognizing you're being called to a new path. And it might be a whole new direction. And so you have to move through the energy of that in order to walk through this beautiful gate into your, I'm hearing life's purpose, but it could also be into your soul's purpose, into your life here. So the other one, I'm hearing for some of you, there is a loved one who's in the process of passing. And for those of you that part of this message resonates with, this person around you, I feel like for those of you that this message is for, this person feels very close to you, a family member within 1 or 2 generations of you. They are still currently living, but they are in the process of their physical bodies passing. Their physical bodies are deteriorating. They're telling me that this person needs your blessing to cross over. And by blessing, that just means sometimes it's just about us being willing to let go of that person so that their soul can move on in the way that their soul needs to. And there was a third message here, but it's not coming. It's not coming to me. So we'll leave it at that and see if anything comes back up. We have this beautiful energy of inner peace. The energy around this card is, this is really kind of embracing too. So it's interesting these 2 cards came out together. The energy here around inner peace is, in this case, this is about knowing all of the different parts of who you are, knowing that there may be parts of you that you are not, that you don't like. There might be things about you that you don't like. But rather than being in an energy of internal conflict about it, you're learning to create a space where all these parts of you can exist harmoniously within you. And finally, this beautiful energy of embracing. And I feel like it's very similar in theme here. This is about embracing what's coming. Embracing the unknown, embracing the unknown parts of yourself, embracing the known parts of yourself, parts that you may or may not like. I'm also being called to this is a crane and this is a pelican. They're not quite the same type of bird, but they look kind of similar in this reading. And the energy is similar. So again, about a message, the message that's coming to you may be a hard message to swallow in some cases. And for those of you who have a loved one who's passing or has passed, there is a message for you. That person is trying to connect with you from the other side. And they're asking you to be more open and available to that message. Some of you may kind of have an idea that there's a message, but you're kind of pushing it back. You're not allowing it to come through. That's pretty specific for all of you Aries. It sounds like you've had a pretty big, lots happening in the last month and in the coming month ahead. So let's take a look at the higher conscious. This is the energy of your soul that you may not be mentally aware of or intuitively aware of yet, but it's on its way into your consciousness. These are the messages that your soul has for you. So let's take a look at the higher conscious level. We have the energy of forgiveness, the energy of protection, and the energy of purity. This is still coming back. This part of the reading is really coming back to related to a relationship or a person in your life who has passed or is passing. And there's part of you that recognizes there's a need for some forgiveness here. You of the other person for either leaving you or something that happened between you in this life that needs to be healed and forgiven. And I'm also feeling for some of you, you're needing and wanting that forgiveness, and you're not sure how to get that, but you're wanting that forgiveness. And what Spirit's saying here is that forgiveness, it's a decision. Forgiveness is a decision. If you're feeling a need to be forgiven, the universe, the way that the energy works at that level, how do I explain this? Ultimately, we're never in error. Ultimately, in the grand scheme of things, we never require forgiveness. We're already forgiven. So that's what Spirit wants you to know, is that if you feel like you need forgiveness, recognize that you're already forgiven. And now it's time for you to forgive yourself so that you can move on. But Spirit and the universe, you're already forgiven, because there's nothing that you've done that requires this quote-unquote forgiveness. And the energy of protection. In this reading, this is the energy of some of you feeling like you need protection. You may be feeling very vulnerable right now, particularly if you've recently lost a loved one or you're in the process of losing a loved one. And there's another message here. Let me get some clarity on protection. Spirit, can we understand what the energy of protection is doing here, please? Thank you. Wow, we have the energy of temperance. Whew, there's a lot of energy around that. So again, some of you are stepping into this awakening energy. It may be that the loss of this person, either in the recent past or in the upcoming energy, that situation causes this awakening. But there is, wow, hold on, let me pull some additional clarifiers here, because there's some big messages here for you. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. So whatever that situation is that triggers this awakening for you, and again, for some of you, this could be the loss of a relationship, not necessarily somebody passing away, but that could definitely be part of it. When that happens, there will be difficulty, obviously. Loss is generally very difficult, but this is what it's opening you up into. It's opening you up into this higher level of being within yourself and within your life. It's bringing you into the life that you desire, but that you don't even recognize exists yet. Total happiness and joy, total fulfillment, wish fulfillment. So it's like the faucet turns on. When this situation happens, it's like your faucet turns on. We have the energy of justice here, balancing. It's almost like maybe for some of you, this situation has been feeling like it's held you back. Maybe this person's been sick for a long time, and it's required a lot of energy from you. And when they do finally cross over, there's this kind of relief that happens that just opens up your energy. And then you step into this Queen of Wands, like this totally empowered, vivacious, creative, energetic, powerful soul, powerful spirit. Beautiful. And finally, we have the energy of purity. And this feels to me around the energy of forgiveness, like, letting your soul be healed. There's a lot of stuff you might be hanging on to that you just don't need to. It's also connected to that energy of focus. Not allowing these random thoughts, random feelings to distract you from your purpose, to distract you from really being on focus and on task with where you need to be. Let's take a look at what needs to be healed. Spirit, what needs to be healed here, please, for Aries in the month of October. Thank you. Let me get a couple of additional cards here. Whoa, not quite that many. Okay, just one additional card, please. Thank you. All right. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. So we have, again, the energy of justice. So there needs to be a balancing, a reconciliation of energies here for you. If there's been a discrepancy of energy where you've given too much or things have been out of balance in your life, what needs to be healed is coming back into balance. Bringing more attention onto yourself if you haven't been doing that. Bringing more attention into your own spiritual work if you haven't been doing that. Opening into trust. There was another energy here that resonates along with this around trusting the path ahead of you. I think it was this flexibility energy. Trusting the path ahead of you. You're being beckoned, you're being called, you're being prompted down this new pathway through this awakening that you're having. And it is totally unclear to you what you're being led into, but trust is needed here. And finally, we have friendship. And I love this energy. This energy can read in a couple of different ways. Sometimes it's the energy of community and having people around you that you vibe with that kind of help you move through whatever you're going through. And I hear for some of you that's the case. Like you're going to rely heavily on your friendships and close relationships to help you through this time, to talk through what you're experiencing and to get feedback around that. Like, should I go in this direction? This is what I'm being called into. So there's that energy here for some of you. The other energy that this is coming through on this card is the energy of your spirit guides. So there are guides around you that are helping you navigate this pathway forward. And they're telling me, and this came up before, they're telling me you just have to learn to listen. You have to learn to listen. We're showing you. So they're sending you messages. Some of you that may be coming through in dreams. Some of you that may be coming through in songs, music, things like that. But they're sending you messages, your guides. So start paying attention, start paying attention and see what messages are coming through for you. Let's look at the energy of what needs to be sustained here for the month of October. Strength. Have courage, have strength. You're making your way through this, and no, it's not going to be comfortable, but you are, I'm hearing just, you're doing the right things. You're doing what you need to do. So even if you're not comfortable, hang in there and know that you're strong. Know that you can handle this situation. And let's see what needs to be started, what action or what needs to begin here in the month of October. Thank you. We have two energies here. And interesting, the color schemes on these two cards are very, very similar. We have this half moon here. We have these beautiful stars. This is kind of like the wish card to me, as well as the Six of Swords, kind of moving away from something. So you may be where it resonates for you, where some of you are stepping into a new path. You may be needing to step away from something that you're currently doing in order to open into this stronger energy that is connected to a talent that you have, an idea that you have, a gift that you have. So for some of you, there's a decision point here. And let's take a look at outcomes. Life purpose. I feel like that came up earlier as well, which I always appreciate in these readings because it's just affirming that, the messages that are coming through for you, it just affirms the strength of those messages. So for those of you that this does resonate for, and you're on this awakening journey, and there's this energy of awakening, you are coming into learning and understanding what you believe to be your life purpose and how you want to live out your life. And again, that may be requiring you to walk away from something that you're currently doing to step into this new energy. I feel like at the beginning of the reading, I had a vision of a tree being planted. Did I talk about that? I don't always remember when I'm channeling messages. I don't always remember what I say. But this image of the tree with, you've planted seeds and now the tree is coming into full bloom. And there's all this beautiful abundance, all these beautiful leaves that are just healthy and vibrant and alive. That's the energy I'm feeling for you in this. And there's a depth here. There's a depth within the life purpose energy. There's this depth of life, being able to experience life on your terms in a much bigger way than maybe you have up to this point. All right, so let me pull a couple of soul messages for you. I'm going to first pull a heart and soul message for Aries. Heart and soul message for Aries. You are a beautiful soul. Look within and you will see it. There is a pearl in your heart. Close your eyes and feel it. The most precious thing is inside you. Calm your mind, meditate, and you will feel your soul's infinite spiritual realm. In looking within, you will never go without. And I'm going to pull a soul card as well. Spirit, what soul messages do you have for Aries, please? Soul message for Aries. Thank you. What passion am I ready to pursue? That is the question, Aries. That is the question. Your passions will continually lead you to your purpose. What passions have you put to the side, given up on, or buried? What passion is ready to come alive in you? Wow. Okay. So let me know in the comments below if this resonates for any of you. What messages stand out to you? Things like that. I will look forward to reading your comments. Until we meet again, I send you much love and wish you many blessings. Thank you.